How's it going? You're watching Then About Tech, and today let's talk about VPN. You probably know what a VPN is by now, but if you don't, let me briefly explain. A VPN is a virtual private network. It is a service that guarantees your security on the web, among other things that I'm going to talk about in a second. A VPN makes your location private, your data encrypted, and it lets you browse the web completely anonymously. With a VPN, websites cannot track you and they can't collect your data, like using cookies, for example. And even better, hackers cannot steal your information, your data, or the data from your computer. And on top of all of that, you get all of that security and all of those features, even if you're using a public network. So even if you're using, for example, a public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a Wi-Fi at a hotel, or even like an Ethernet cable, like a cable in a hotel room as well. Even if you're using a public network, you get all of that security. You are completely and 100% safe. So now let me show you what VPN I use and all of its features and why you should use it too. Let's begin. Okay guys, so let's begin, and right off the bat I want to tell you the VPN service I use is called Privacy VPN. In my opinion, this is the best VPN on the market right now. I have used so many over those years, and this is the one I currently have installed not only on my computer but also on my iPhone and on my iPad and everything else. Okay, this is another thing very important right at the beginning. As you guys can see, I'm using my Mac right here. I'm using a MacBook, but of course Privacy VPN has versions for Mac, for PC, for iPhones, and for Android devices as well, so you're covered no matter what device you use. Okay, another very important thing that I want to start right now is with pricing. This is very important because all of the best VPN services are paid. Don't look for free VPN services. Don't trust your privacy and everything else on just any software, on a free software or anything like that. So they are paid, but Privacy VPN has such great offers. They have such aggressive pricing, and like they're so affordable. Actually, anyone can actually buy it. So let me just start. We have some plans right here. So 1 month for $10, 1 year for $333 a month, and 2 years for $225 a month. Just as a reference, so you guys can have an idea, let me compare Privacy to NordVPN, which is another very good VPN service. But just so you guys can have an idea, a 1 month plan on Nord is $12. A 1 year is $6.99, so $7, and a 2 year is $4, so $3.99. So it's pretty much half the price. So Privacy VPN is half the price of one of its competitors, and like this is just amazing. This price, as I said, is completely affordable to absolutely everyone. So I just love this. I want to start with the pricing because a lot of people get this like, oh, so like it's a monthly payment, so it's super expensive. Not necessarily. It is not very expensive. So now let's start with the main features. First of all, I want to start with probably the most important feature of a VPN, apart from all the security bit that I mentioned before, which is the Smart Connect. The possibility that you can actually make websites and servers and everything like that think that you are actually somewhere else on the planet, actually anywhere else on the planet. So my location is Brazil. As you guys know, I live in Brazil, but I can make other websites think I'm actually in the United States, for example. So I'm connected to a server in the United States, and that's not only in the US. Actually, if you click here, you can actually select many different countries all around the world. This is really cool and really amazing. And also we can select by city as well. So then you can select exactly the city where you want to be on the planet connected to the internet. So I'm just gonna select United States. Okay, right here, and I'm gonna just turn it on and enable. Another very cool thing about this is with this, by making other websites think you are somewhere around the planet, you can actually do such amazing things. For example, you can access services that are not available everywhere else on the planet, like Hulu, for example. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. You can get very good discounts if you wanna buy plane tickets or things like that. So for example, if you wanna buy a plane ticket from Brazil to Europe, and if I am in the United States, it may be cheaper for me to buy if the computer thinks I am actually, if the server thinks, if the website thinks I'm actually in the United States. So there's so many good implications about this, not only security, but a lot of many different things. So right now I am protected, as Privacy VPN says. I am in an IP address in the United States. I have no log, my encryption is enabled, I have a hidden IP, and I have secure browsing, so I'm all set. Another very cool thing, just so I can prove it to you that I'm actually, every website thinks I'm in the US, if I go ahead here and if I go to youtube.com, for example, very quick, as you guys can see, it is recognizing that I'm actually in the US. So as you guys can see, if I tap here, it says location United States, language English. All the suggestions and everything like that are gonna be for Americans. So this is the American version. It's giving me ads for Americans, so YouTube TV, so 70 channels, including unlimited DVR space and everything like that. So it thinks I'm actually in the United States. That's very, very cool. If I close that and reload the page, let's see another ad that's gonna show me. So like watch football live. So it thinks I'm actually in the US, like American football and everything like that, showing you all the channels and all the services. So I really, really love this. So this is just one of the features, which again is called Smart Connect. So let me just disconnect right here because I have so many other features that I want to show you right now. Next, we have here Secure Download. What's that? A Secure Download is an awesome feature that Privacy VPN has that is like an antivirus. It is an extra layer of protection every time you download something. So if you're downloading something from the internet and you're not sure if that's 100% safe or something like that, you can again select your country, the country you are on the planet, and then enable secure downloading, and then turn it on right here, and then it will do the exact same process as connecting, the exact same screen we were seeing before, but now you have like this antivirus. Every time you download a software, download any file from the internet, is going to check for viruses and for any kind of malware. So this is very, very cool because it's going to protect you not only to browse the web, but also to download things from the internet. I really like this feature. Keep going. We have streaming. That's the part I mentioned before on the Smart Connect feature, that with Privacy VPN, changing your location, putting you exactly where you want to be on the planet, you can actually, as it says here, stream anything, anytime, anywhere. So you can then select by channel. So as I mentioned, for example, Hulu is exclusive to the United States. So if you want to access Hulu and I'm here in Brazil, I just can't do it because again, I'm here in Brazil, I can't do it. It's only for Americans. So I can select channels, so like HBO, Netflix US. So for example, there are so many exclusive content on Netflix US, on the American version of Netflix, that you don't get anywhere else on the planet. This is very nice. Same thing with Amazon Prime, and look at that. Look at how many services it gives you a link to. And then how it works is pretty simple. If you select, for example, here Hulu, it's gonna go straight and it's gonna prepare your computer to access Hulu. So this is very, very cool. So you're not connected with Privacy. Do you want to watch Hulu? And then you say yes, and then it's gonna take you straight there. It's gonna put you exactly where you need to be on the planet, in this case United States, and then it just gives you the link straight to Hulu. So then if you have a login or if you want to start a free trial to test it out, you can just do it and you can access all of its amazing content. Same story right here with all of those other services that we just saw before. So if I'm just disconnect right here, again, same story for BBC in UK and everything like that. I just absolutely love this. You can select by country or you can select by channel the exclusive content from those streaming services. Since we're here talking about streaming, there's another very cool feature that Privacy VPN has that not a lot of you guys know and not a lot of you guys think about this. Have you ever heard of ISP throttling? So ISP throttling, as the name says, is your internet service provider actually throttling your speed. So like putting down your speed, like your performance, your speed, in order to avoid congestion in traffic. They do it all the time. So for example, if you're watching a video on Hulu or on YouTube or anything like that, you get a lot of buffering, you get a lot of low speed right here on your screen, and sometimes that's not due to your internet connection or your Wi-Fi. Everything is perfect, but the internet is just slow, and that's because your internet provider just throttled the speed. It made everybody's internet slower, or in a certain region, for example. And with VPN, but specifically with Privacy VPN, they will help you with that. Since the internet provider cannot track you, they can't throttle your speed. They can't control your speed because they don't know where you are, they don't know your IP address or anything like that. And that means, in basic terms, that when you're watching something on Netflix, on Hulu, on YouTube, on anything, your internet is going to be much faster, and the videos will not buffer that much. Your internet is going to be faster. So on top of all of that, it also has this amazing feature that actually makes your internet faster. This is truly amazing, guys. And last but not least, I want to talk about a few awesome features as well, some extra features that Privacy VPN has that I really think they're worth mentioning. First of all, it's called split tunneling, as you guys can see right here. So Privacy VPN actually pioneered split tunneling. It lets you access both local and foreign content at the same time. Access content over VPN while through your local LAN. So as I mentioned, you can access things like, for example, if you're in another country from the US, you can use your network normally, your VPN features normally, pretending you are somewhere else on the planet. But at the same time, you can access your local LAN that generally is connected, is a local connection, as you guys know, generally connected via the Ethernet cable or something like that. So then you can use both your local and your foreign websites. This is truly cool. That's why it's called split tunneling, like two arrows going two different ways. Another feature that I really like is the internet kill switch. And as the name suggests, it will automatically immediately kill the internet once it detects that your connection has dropped. So it will ensure that you stay private at all times. So let's say that for some reason your connection with Privacy VPN drops, it just fails, it happens, it could happen for a number of reasons, maybe it's even your computer. So then it will automatically like kill the internet to make sure you're always safe, you're always private. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite features, that's why I left to the end. Like, we have the ability with Privacy VPN to have 5 multi-logins. So through Privacy subscription, you can access protection on 5 devices at the same time. No need for logging in and out each time. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I use, for example, right here on my Mac, I use on my iPhone and on my iPad. There are apps for those devices. So then I have 3 or 4 devices at the same time, just with my subscription. For that low price that I mentioned before, for that affordable price that I mentioned before, you can have 5 multi-logins at the same time. And even, for example, one for your girlfriend, for your wife, or for something like that. So then you have 5 multi-logins. Everybody's safe, everybody's private, everybody's protected. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show you these amazing features of Privacy VPN. I just love this. This is the VPN service I use. I just use it all the time, and like, I can just tell you, go ahead and do it. There's no reason not to. Your privacy is more important than anything else. Your data is more important than anything else, and for such a small price. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in a couple days, guys. Bye bye.